You're tuned in to the Restaurant Rockstars podcast. Powerful ideas to rock your restaurant. Here's your host, Roger Bodwin.
Let's face it, Rockstars, you want to provide your customers with the best experiences possible. And you want your team to maximize your opportunities and sales. This takes training. But what successful enterprise doesn't train? It's the only way to prepare for victory. Think of your favorite professional sports team. There's an effective and seasoned head coach and many supporting staff to work with each and every player to get the most out of their talents and their game. There are endless practice sessions and teamwork exercises to ensure that each player knows the game plan and the strategy to win. And you know that all the rival teams they face are training for that little extra advantage also. It's a real fine line between triumph and loss. Shouldn't this be your approach in your restaurant operation? Of course it is. So give a listen to this episode where I focus on a strategy, a game plan, and one very powerful training exercise to prepare your entire front of house team for success. It's a fact, guys. Training takes time, discipline, and most of all, follow through. You need a game plan, an attentive and willing staff, and regular exercises that keep everyone on top of their game. But what are these exercises, you might be wondering? Well, I'll get to that in a moment. Let's first begin with the all-important foundation of your service delivery. Train everyone to be a student of your restaurant. I often talk about the power of product knowledge. Your staff really need to know their menus upside down and backwards. This includes a description of each dish, the wine list and specialty cocktails. But don't forget portion sizes, the nuances and flavor profiles of everything you sell. It's all important, but that's not all. Are you still listening? Recognize that restaurant knowledge is equally important. What are all the unique things that set your restaurant apart? I call these hooks. Making a list of all your unique hooks and training your staff to tell the customer makes all the difference between being a restaurant or being a true brand. Again, don't be a restaurant, be a brand. Know that everyone's job, from the host, busser, server, and manager, is to educate, inform, and entertain each and every guest. This approach is an effective incentive to bring those customers back again. Very few restaurants do this, trust me. So listen up, I'm giving you a powerful competitive advantage. So let's get back to one very powerful exercise. It's mock role-playing. When was the last time you role-played with your staff? I recommend you do this at least once a week. You might take 30 minutes in a more formal training session where you actually set tables and have your team take turns sitting and serving. Or it can happen in a quick 10 minutes before your doors open for business. In either case, just do it. Take turns greeting, suggesting, and selling, anticipating needs, and making every visit to your restaurant an event. And don't forget the bus staff and the hosts, as they're both an integral part of the service team. Hosts aren't just there to seat guests, and bussers are not just there to clear plates. Much like the service staff, everyone's role is to interact with guests, inquire of any needs, and make recommendations that guests will enjoy. Now that is your competitive advantage.
Thanks for listening to the Restaurant Rockstars podcast. For lots of great resources, head over to restaurantrockstars.com. And while you're there, download a copy of the book, Rock Your Restaurant. It's a game changer. See you next time.